Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It is my prayer and hope that this video is going to find you in doing fine and in good health. I'm also doing fine at this peripheral end, so let me know where you're watching this video from, which country, which continent. And in the Middle East, things are calm now, and we are doing fine. Things have returned to the normalcy despite all that is going on that I don't want to speak to it going forward. So guys, back to the business as usual. There are a lot of things that we must put them to perspective straight. Wrong information and false information demystified or declassified. Therefore, we must also do a reality check and tell you what's really going on. There is a story doing around on this YouTube street. And the story itself has reached Mayuguno, and Mayuguno has decided to respond to the naysayers. Perhaps let's just watch this video.
I've been trying that to share before when I start this video. Man, when you see the top right now, at least we have something. You see the design of very very nice one. So that is good because also I need to see my home be transforming. So yesterday I see the video. Some of you people have comment, and people text me on my DM, on my Instagram, on my WhatsApp number that why you didn't go out to your boss party. Man, I was there. Let me put people that if someone didn't see me, guys, just try to see the video of people. You will find me. I was there, but I didn't record, guys. Don't attack me like that. My boss, we really be with him with respectful, and it was so fun to brought all YouTuber and the people was have fun, man. I don't want to start comment negative things in that very good party yesterday was happen. I was there, the good people have really enjoyed, and I don't want to explain about that. So for those people who was see like me, I was not there, man. I was there always. You can ask, everyone will tell you that Mayuguno was there. So please leave me alone, guys, because maybe some people can wake up morning
is perturbed, agitated as well, responding to particular kinds of naysayers. Because Mayuguno is telling us she's been asked via Instagram, DM, and at the comment section. Others have even called Mayuguno that we never saw you at MRS party. Where were you? Others to an extent of talking to Mayuguno badly. And this is what Mayuguno has come out to address. And Mayuguno is telling us that he was there at MRS party. He was there in the party until the end. That you just go and watch every kind of videos there, you'll see Mayuguno going forward. So guys, I will be taking you on a journey on a fact find, on a reality check to find whether Mayuguno was there or not. Because the story that is being peddled around there that Mayuguno, the firstborn of AMQAROL, has abandoned AMQAROL and things are falling apart. Besides that, we also want to delve into how JT rubbishes AMQAROL's lectures and AMQAROL's address to the Princeton University, the international guests who are at AMQAROL place, because she rubbishes. In this one, we're going to dive deep and we'll unravel how ignorance JT is. We'll unravel how JT Podcast is a podcast where lies. In fact, it could be called JT Pod Lies. So these are the three things that we want to do. One, we want to unravel whether Mayuguno was at AMQAROL place or not. Two, we must declassify this kind of information. Are they truth or lies? And three, the ignorance that are being exhibited by AMQAROL and JT Podcast hasn't been seen in this kind of a world. Unless they partake other kind of foods that we don't take, they suffer from what we call the amnesia. They forget so quickly. They lie today, tomorrow they repeat the same lie. They forgot that they lied, So these are the things that we are going to look through this analysis going forward. So guys, if you're coming across this YouTube street and this video for the very first time, kindly click at the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, YouTube shall notify you instantly. To my loyal subscriber, May God bless you abundantly. Without your support, this channel wouldn't be at this pace. We are on a road to 5,000. Guys, kindly, let's dive in. Welcome back to my YouTube chit chat. My name is Inazak and this is my YouTube channel. So guys, let's dive straight away lest we forget. First thing first, JTPODCAST rubbishes IAM-MARWA's lectures to the international visitors. You know, this one came at a backdrop when Amara took time to address the congregants on the effects of the technology to the vast majority of Africa. You know, it is not once, but this is the second time that the present university has visited IAM-MARWA. I'm told they will be coming there up to the fourth time because that is how the studies are being done. They researched. These things they are not only doing only in Kenya, they are doing them in some particular parts in Africa. But IAM-MARWA now represent Kenya plus other parts of Africa. As you know, the studies as all along has shown that entire Africa, the vast majority who are using the social media, the number of appearance, at number one in the list, top notch, is Kenya, how they interact with it. Because of our aggressiveness, because on how we use it, sometimes we overdo, we misuse it, and sometimes also we use it to change people's lives. So Jabo answer was chosen. It was not just a mere gathering of YouTubers, but this is a study and a research with a professor and with a project professor and a tutor in conjunction with the local university, that is Maseno University, on such kind of research study, which means this is a study and a research paper that also will be written and will be documented such that other students that are coming in the subsequent learning in those two various institutions, that is Princeton University and Maseno University, will rely on such kind of book, such kind of material content of the student and the school have gathered and have done. So JT podcast rubbishing this kind of a study is just a mega kind of ignorance that is being exhibited by him. It is either he doesn't understand the meaning of a research work or a study work in the form of a case study, or she thinks this is just a normal kind of a YouTuber kind of gathering. JT Podcast, I want to tell you, this is not a YouTube gathering. This is a Princeton University and a local university in Kenya, that is Maseno University, on a study and research that at one point they would be able to present and defend it into the professional stages when dissertation and project papers are being defended. JT Podcast doesn't know because she just never stepped to any kind of a college. Or maybe if it's a college, it's just a college that doesn't require that either a project or entrepreneur kind of a project or any kind of a trade tool work project, or to the university level, it is what we call the dissertation, the final paper of what you studied. Perhaps majority of people have asked me, Zach, what was your dissertation? What was your project paper? My project paper, simply because I was doing business administration, I just did the challenges of amalgamation to the business of today. A case study of Kenol and Cobel. We understand that Kenol was a company dealing with oil, a refined oil. And Cobel also was a company of its own dealing with the refined oil. At one point, this company came and merged. They merged. When they merged, what happened? Critically, I wanted to get to know, not at the effect, I wanted to know the challenges and the benefits of the merger. And also, I wanted to get to know the type of mergers that this company doing. So, what I did, I read several books and research concerning what is a merger. What is partnership? What is takeover? So what is a takeover? In the case of Kenol and Kobil, what is a merger? What is a partnership? Are you there? I later came, these things was a conglomeration, which is a type of a merger. Are you there? Which means at operational level, there were synergies of operations, and their broad-based spectrum of profit itself and capital itself was so huge that carrying such kind of operational, there ceased to be duplicity. So it's a broad base that synergized, that strengthened their profit, input and output. Lessen the input and output maximized. So that's the project that I did. And of course, I defended it. And of course, I passed. So JT Podcast, this is not just a YouTube gathering. The reasons why the YouTubers were called to come at that IAM-MARWA's place and at Nasser's place, this was a case study. So when it comes a project, when it involves a case study, there are questionnaires that are developed, that these people must develop questionnaire and must meet with these people one-on-one. I remember at one point going to the Kobil and going to the Kenol. Most of them, they were based in Kisumu. I went through to ask them questions of the officers. I even distributed questionnaires. Sometimes you go, you don't find them. So you meet the PR officers or the public relations officers. That you just drop your questionnaire, you address them. So what they will do, they will give the student the questionnaire and fill up. Tomorrow you come and pick them. Or sometimes they would give you the students who are doing the business, or not the student. They will give you the people who are working in the administration or the marketing department so that you can talk to them. So they give you question one-on-one. So the questionnaire that they fill with their names, you'll pick and you go and compile your report. That's what's called the research. So these people cannot go to the YouTube. So the dissertation point of it doesn't require ChatGPT, because ChatGPT, you would be marked over plagiarism, because they want to be, what they need a natural and a raw project that comes from yours. You need to go and do a research. You devoid of a ChatGPT, because they will detect. You'll have to type them. And you'll have to send them, and your lecturer, both external and internal, must come and supervise you and must come and mark them to read proof before you are awarded the marks. In fact, the dissertation itself, if you don't write it, you cannot graduate, because they will tell you that the course is incomplete. You must do it. So these students are at the last stages of compiling their reports. The reasons why they have to come to a tomorrow place, because they want a real scenario where they will capture the documentation, ask questions, and they document and they present. Which means they visited the actual place where things were done, not only seeing, but hearing, touching, and they feel the result in it. I believe you get the gist. Perhaps let's watch the JT ignorance
Listen to Sensor
exhibited,
giving the masterclass one-on-one, asking people, is there a way that we can better and advance in this YouTube street without necessarily doing what? Let me listen to it. What did he say?
Apart from learning online, is there a way? So his question is, apart from learning online, is there a way that you can also be better as a person in content creation? Right?
Sensor asking a question that, apart from learning online, okay, which is a free university, I call something like YouTube and Google, I call them free universities. And who in 2025 will go sitting down there getting lectures instead of getting to use the advancement of technology, something like AI? You can ask it anything, ChatGPT, DeepSeek, out of those AIs. You can utilize the free university called YouTube and Google. You can find absolutely everything. For example, I have my own tutorials that I do to teach people who are interested to do trading. If I wanted to make a master class and do something different, I could do it. But I know this is kind of information that you can find freely on the internet. So these people are finding and sitting here waiting, listening to Maro telling them, is there a way that we can make it apart from learning on YouTube? I don't know what is that Maro is trying to tell them, that maybe online lesson or online information is not straight, something like I don't know. I don't know. But the guy himself sitting there, he has no idea that even the student that he's lecturing there, they have already beat him in his own game. Nasto, before he came to sit down here, he had already taken those visitors to his compound, and they have seen how advanced he is, how organized he is, how he do his thing completely different. And now you're sitting down there and imagining, okay, how can we do this without relying on online thing? Everything is shifting to online, my guy. You're trying to bring people back to the online world. Like, people should come now, look at you or look for you physically to give them masterclass. That is what Maro trying to sell them. Oh,
From
you
what
guys should
lectures
book your
itself,
flight
you've
tickets
seen what
from
JT is telling us,
USA.
that you could only just go on a YouTube, then you get them. A study doesn't require a person to go to the YouTube. You could just refer to it. But the information that these people are looking, they wanted one-on-one interview. Because in the project study, they will ask you how you gathered your data, the data location. It was based on a questionnaire, one-on-one questionnaire, open-ended question. Others went through video form, through lectures. Those are all types of questionnaire, all types of project data collection. And that's why their presence and physical presence was so important to come there. The Princeton University never come to start a YouTube because they don't want to do YouTube. If JT, you are mistaking this gathering that Princeton University, people travel from the USA, that university, the prestigious one, an Ivy University, which is an alma mater of the 44th president of United States, that is Barack Hussein Obama. They don't want to do YouTube. These people are just on a study. But their study project is that one of a case study. A case study, which means you give a real life example or a refer. There's a reference of your study. It's not just a mere study that you just need to develop an hypothesis. It's an actual study with with what we call the relevance example, the evidence-based. That's what we call the evidence-based case study. Because you don't know, you come here to exhibit your ignorance. Because this is so technical of you, so technical that you cannot fathom, you cannot deduce, you cannot understand. And I believe after these lectures I've just given you for free, now you understand. Perhaps, let's just say, let me bend the law the same way you have decided to bend the law. Let's say your Princeton University wants to come and start a YouTube. What's wrong if they come to the person who have got the experience in YouTube Street, IAM-MARWA, to give them that lecture? The double speak herein is, JTPODCAST, when Emora had a party and called people to go to his home to look for subscribers and being taught the massacres of YouTube, JTPODCAST was one person who went there. Why were you going there? Why did you go there? You're at AMQAROL. You ate, you peed, and that's a matter of a fact that you must be told. So there is nothing that you can come and tell us that nothing never happened. So this is a double speak on your side that I must tell you. AMQAROL and JTPODCAST, I've decided to lie once again. And it's a lie that I started laughing. You know, these people has got no time to even watch a video, a research that you observe and you see. Then they destine themselves to bring reaction to details. What are such kind of hubris and hogwash details that JTPODCAST is priding about himself, and AMQAROL is bringing vivid emotion onto it. To a point you could descend yourself this low, that you couldn't see, that you bring Mayuguno character to the detrimental, that he never appeared at Amara compound. It's as useless as your thought. You know, I tell you, these people were exhibiting their ignorance, exhibiting how they don't have time, and what they would do is to fighting for the time to come and hurl insult to their subscribers, because there is no truth in whatever thing they're saying. One, they're saying that Mayuguno never appeared and Dimwango was not in Amara's compound. In the case of Dimwango, you all know that Dimwango sometimes doesn't want to be filmed. So Dimwango was rightly inside, either in his room in the villa, and never wanted any kind of a film, and he never filmed anything. Perhaps maybe he might have filmed, because Dimwango doesn't take advantage of other people's content. So Dimwango was rightly inside. So his case was well done and dusted. In the case of Mayuguno, this is what we are going to confirm. Perhaps let's watch the lies that AMQAROL and PODCAST decided to put forward.
Carol said that Mayuguno was nowhere to be seen. You know, I'm told that he was in Mayuguno. Where? Mayuguno was not in Maro's compound, but he was in Nastor's compound. You saw that in my yesterday's reaction. If you haven't checked it, you can go check it out. So that speaks volume, that if Mayuguno was in Nastor's compound, but he never came here in this swamp, that should tell you that something's up. Something's really up.
It's an end of an era. The real people that Marwa really counts on, he's been counting on, calling my firstborn, oh my sister, my rich sister, the rich auntie to my son. Where are they not supporting him? Dimwango and Mayuguno, they decided to stay away from Marwa's shenanigans. These are the people who knows Marwa very well. They understand Marwa very well, and they know what he's doing is not right. And that is why they're not supporting him. And you will hear even Dimwango doing a live and telling Marwa, I told you these things. Marwa is very different from me. Me, I'm very different. Me, I don't bring this. Me, I don't bring that. But you say Marwa brings this, Marwa, all those things.
Is categorically saying that Mayuguno was not there, while acknowledging the fact that Mayuguno was at Nastor's place. That is a significant point that tells you Mayuguno was part and parcel in organizations of this party. Therefore, his presence was all available, even at Amara compound. The only problem is they have got no time to do a research. They have time to come and spread the lies, monetize rage, monetize lies. I wonder, the obsession of AMQAROL with D, because I've explained to you the reasons why Dimwango sometimes was there and never filmed. The fact that somebody doesn't film and doesn't show you the video at Amara's compound doesn't mean their presence were never there. They were rightly there. Onto this one, I want to stick with Mayuguno, because Mayuguno was present rightly from its Nastor's place. Perhaps let's watch the video when Mayuguno was
because nobody going to school here teaching about YouTube. Everyone know me, know my. So here we creating like me. I start YouTube when I used to doing Mason. So I used to work. Then Marwa come advise me, Mayuguno, you can share your work in social media and you'll get a good paid. So I found myself no English, no nothing, Mason only. And I knew me on YouTube, something good YouTube really pay. Yeah, like me, if someone told me about donation, like people say like someone can support you and everything. Me, my support, I was going to harvest myself. to new men in the yeah. But YouTube through paid salary. Yeah.
That one tells you Mayuguno was in the forefront and it was part and parcel of that study. So much of the study was done because initially, when they came first, it was done at Mayuguno's place and at another place. It was done. This now, the first stop was supposed to stop at Mayuguno's, at his national first, so that most of the question and the YouTubers would speak there. Because at Amaro place, at that time, was so very busy, they were preparing a meal. People were cooking. That was the last address when the king himself, that Amaro, the travel commando, would come in and address some sorts of questions. Are you there? Now, the truth itself, because this truth, I want to tell them, just as Mayuguno told us, that people are saying that he wasn't there, but Mayuguno is telling us he wasn't there. And Mayuguno has told you people, you go and watch all these videos for those YouTubers who are there. You'll find me there alive and kicking. Mayuguno also recorded a video. Mayuguno has not released it because the YouTube street itself is saturated with the IMARWA's content party, every YouTuber. So people don't have time to watch which one and which one. Now, Mayuguno is just waiting maybe for that time when majority of people shall have put all there what they recorded. Then he will come and put his. Just like I promised that I want to tell you the truth and I want to unravel how these people normally lies. That Mayuguno was there. And you people chose never to know, but just to lie. Because you fear that somebody would come and talk about it. Because JT spoke about it. AMQAROL decided to take it and inclusion of Dimwango into it so that it make it so interesting. Others are saying that Mayuguno maybe might be looking for attention. To be asked, no, Mayuguno wasn't there. Perhaps, let's watch Mayuguno through Ayamiro, through only Mawira video, because it was there. And Mawira's video captures Mayuguno while eating at Amara's place.
Eating the chicken.
The chicken.
The chicken is eating you.
Yeah, so now you need to make sure my stomach is became like a cow stomach. So big, more than this one.
Okay.
Yeah, so guys, for the people who don't know me, go by the name Chris Madiba. Even me, I am content creator, guys. Show love, lot of success. One love to everyone, guys, and welcome to our food. Yes.
Maja.
Yo, what's up?
The village Buga.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're already full?
No. I want to finish up with this so that I can go and eat.
Okay. So my name is Maj_KE. Yeah, I'm humbled once again to be in this channel. Guys, thank you so much for supporting us. That is generally the YouTubers who are working hard on positivity all the way. Peace and love, guys. Go check me out at Maj_KE.
Oi, Jamal Masin. Oi. Emergency. Somebody call 911. Yo, man.
Guys, too much food.
Mayuguno was trying to run away.
Guys, my name is Mayuguno. What we eat here is such kind of the too much stomach.
But Mayuguno has already finished his food actually. He's only remaining with food. And his brother there is still pressing.
Yes.
Yeah, guys. So you know the time of food we are done. We eat fruit. Guys, we are in Mawira YouTube channel.
Yes, man.
We are new men like never before.
Yeah, man.
We are here, guys. Support Mawira. Support. You know we are team eating. You know me in previous day I poisoned myself. Yeah, with too much food.
And too much water.
We are eating tiki maji.
Right, guys, this is I am Mayuguno on YouTube channel, and this is
Kennedy_2. Check me out, subscribe my channel. Yeah, guys, my name is Mayuguno. This competition no service is Manganga Puti no Simba Mano Yaranda somebody Mr. Muhammad aka Yagombo Krishna Jiwagwan aka Pashka Yane.
Right from Nasser's place, Mawira was there. Mayura featured it so well. You know, when Mayura was coming, Mayura came straight to Mayuguno's place. That's why Mayura started this video. That alone will tell you, because this is the video that I followed. Mayura headed straight to Ignacio's home. Mayura featured Mayuguno when Mayuguno was giving the status address. How the journey of YouTube itself and its effects and the benefit, it all. They took back to Amara's compound. That's where we followed when people were already served all the YouTubers. And Mayura took time to picture all the YouTubers and asking them question. Because by this time, all the YouTubers had already served, they were eating. To the tail end, there is Mayuguno with its always famous reflective jacket. Mayuguno was eating there with his immersion. You know? So, Mayura captured it well. And you've seen Mayuguno telling people that I'm here. And you've seen that Mayuguno was present. And this is how sometimes the JT and the naysayers, the AMQAROL would come and telling you that Mayuguno was nowhere to be seen. JT will tell you, I was there. Mayuguno was not there. And they know that things fall apart because Mayuguno was not there. My friend, Mayuguno was there. Now, things have fallen in. All these are rubbish that you are being treated to. The emotion that are never making sense. The verbiage that AMQAROL is speaking and JT lies that is spewing all the lies that are never making sense. You know, I told you they suffer from mental amnesia. They lie, tomorrow they forget that they lied, they repeat the same lie, or they counter their lies themselves. So this is just a relevant example that I wanted to let you know that for people who are consuming this kind of content, most of their gullible audience, you old people, you consume the BS. And it's a reflection on how ignorant you guys are. If these are the things that you're paying your time and for your money to watch, and to gain, so that your ego are quenched, so that your thirst are quenched with all this kind of BS reaction that JTPODcasts are saying that I'm bringing things to detail, that I'm keen. Therefore, it's all rubbish that you're consuming. So guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Until next time, this is